Alright guys, we're out front of Dexafit off J Street in Sacramento. About to go get a Dexa scan done, see what my bone density, my fat percentage, muscle mass, everything is. Give me a rough estimate of what those numbers are because I've never got this done. And yeah, we're waiting on Andrew. This is fat right here. That's what we don't want, visceral fat. I want a lot of fat on my obliques and my stomach. It's all right. We'll get nifty when it's time to prep. I don't like the doctors, kid. I want to hit that. I want to hit that. Prime energy. Tropical punch, kid. 2001.
Not Tim, by the way. Anything in your pocket you can put over here. Shoes come off.
Okay.
You done one of these before?
No, I have not.
Okay. And you lay down your back, head on that sheet of paper. And for you, I'm guessing, because it looks like there's a lot of muscle there. So I think we're going to have one arm in, and then we're going to have one arm out.
Okay.
And then bring your legs in. This kind of keeps your feet up and steady. All right, you hear that positioning of the arm here? Okay, it's going to take about 8 minutes. Okay, this is an X-ray, so there's low dose radiation, equivalent to a flight from Sacramento to Denver, so you can see it's pretty low dose. Okay. The report. Go over it.
Let's do it.
Meet you over at the table over there.
I've always felt like my bone density has always been crazy because I've always been pretty strong, even when I was younger. I'm able to jump super high. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but we'll see.
Okay, there is a free app you can download. We'll have all this data in an app form, okay? So, because you put your birth date as 2023, the body score, I wouldn't pay much attention to it. It thinks you're one year old, so don't worry about that. So, left side is all your data.
Did you break it?
He didn't break it.
How long does he have to live?
He's gonna be okay.
All right, good job.
11.3 body fat. It's okay. I'm going to start a cut next week.
Okay, 11.3. Okay.
Cut starts Monday, promise.
Pounds of fat, so here's your body fat percentage right here. Lean mass corresponds right over here, so we'll go over that in a second. Then these other two we'll go over on the other pages as well. This side is body fat right here. Your arms are gonna be the same, because I scanned your right arm is gonna duplicate for the left arm. This is your fat in your trunk area, neck to waist, and this is waist below. And then legs, and you got a dominant leg there. We like usually to be within 0.7.
I knew I had an imbalance.
So you got this pretty big imbalance between the right and left there, okay? You come back, we'll be able to track muscle and fat. You start to see a graph there in the middle. Peter Attia, I'm not sure if that name's familiar to you at all. He's a guy he's got a podcast. He's a doctor that's a physical fitness guy. Okay. He likes muscle distribution, and what do you know? Your muscle's gonna be pretty impressive. So, first index is looking at muscle in your arms and legs, and then divided by your height. You can see you're kind of off the charts. Very
Sweet.
good distribution. This is muscle of your whole body divided by your height. You're off the charts again. So, got a lot of good muscle there. Visceral fat. That's that fat around the organs.
Oh, I got a lot of that on my waist.
No, you're doing great. So you're less than half a pound.
What the?
So that's really good. This is the fat that's around the organs. So this is the kind of based on diet fat. So you're doing great.
Wow.
Men don't get in trouble until they're about right there. So you're doing good there.
Jeez.
And then the distribution of fat. This is another one the medical world likes to look at, android and gynoid. So android is your belly area. That's your body fat percentage. Gynoid is your hips and butt. The goal is for this one to be less than that one, to try to move this one down. Bone density.
There we go.
Oh boy.
You're doing fine there as well. You see bone mineral content doesn't weigh a whole lot. Density of the bone is measured by a T-score. Give you a sense of that number. This is osteoporosis, osteopenia, not good. 0 is kind of average for your age. I like to see a number above 1 and you're almost at 3. So that's good. And I'd like to see this one at least above 2, which you are. So that's good as well.
Sweet.
All right. That just summarizes all the stuff we just went over. You're all good to go.
First thing I want to point out is in Mark's last Instagram post, when we ran, he said I was 240, but I'm actually 244. So he was 4 pounds off. That's huge for me. I got some nifty things right here. Not really sure what I'm looking at. I dropped out of school. But basically, he said I got an A+ is basically what I got from it. Just look over here. He said all this stuff is above average. My lean body mass compared to my height is above average. All right, let's keep going. Not too sure. Visceral fat is amazing, which I'll talk on this. To be honest, I already know I have a lot of visceral fat. Well, more than I am used to, because this is a new weight for me. So in here, kind of on here in my love handles, carrying a little bit of extra fluff. But on the Dexa scan, makes me feel a little bit better because I'm in a great range. I don't have too much, and I would think I would have a lot. So that was probably the best one for me. And then he said on here, the only thing I saw on here was gyno, and I'm familiar with gyno, and he said I need to get my android lower than my gyno. That's respectable. Lean body mass, whatever. Body density, he said is good for my age. He said he wants me above 1. I'm almost at 3. So here's the results.
All right. You're set.
So last time I was just hoping for like under 17%, and I think I ended up being around 16. So as long as I beat that, I'll be happy. But let's shoot for somewhere around 14%, and we'll go from there.
So, lost some weight, lost some body fat percentage, gained some muscle, lost whatever you had visceral, you lost.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, look at the T-score. That went up quite a bit. That's interesting.
What's T-score?
That's the bone density.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that was really low last time.
Lost that weight. Body fat percentage, you're down to
Nice.
0.5.
Heck yeah.
And again, you'll gain some muscle.
There we go.
And then you have no visceral fat left. You're down to 0.
All right.
And that's really good. So, overall, you lost fat, you gained muscle.
That's
Arms,
cool.
you lost a little muscle, and then you lost fat. And that's the perfect X. You gained muscle in your trunk area and lost fat. And then you lost muscle and lost fat in your legs. Muscle indexes, about muscle distribution. First, the one they look at is your arm and leg muscle divided by your height. You're above average, it looks like.
Okay.
Overall muscle in your body divided by your height, that you're above average. So very good. Those are good numbers.
Sick.
And there's that 0 visceral, great ratio. You want to be more fat in your hips and butt than your stomach area, which you are. You're in that ideal zone, which is great. Great bone density. 1 and above is what you're looking for.
Cool.
Nice hard head. That's good.
Nice.
And then it just shows your 2 visits, last visit and today's visit.
Cool. Heck yeah. Thank you.
Looking good.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate that.
You bet.
All right, guys, me and Andrew, aka Zaddy, from the podcast, we are at Dexafit off J Street in Midtown. We just got our Dexa scans. I got mine for the first time. Andrew got his for...
It's the second time I've been here. I don't remember the first time, but we posted it on the STO6 channel. So I have to look back exactly how long ago that was, but it wasn't too long ago. Me and Nsima did it.
Yeah, Andrew's results were mind-blowing. He has 0 visceral fat, which I don't know how that's possible. Everything increased. He went from, what, 14% to 12% body fat?
Yeah, I was really stoked about 12.5% body fat.
Everything seemed like it improved for him. I'm fucking fat right now. I'm 11% body fat. This is also a new all-time body weight for me, so I can't expect to be shredded, but I need to lower that 11% for sure. But everything else was checked off. Everything was great, and yeah.
How much lower do you think you get that body fat percentage?
I think I could get it, while staying the same weight, I think I could get it down to like 8 or 9. I think Mark was telling me like I should just do a recomp instead of trying to push so much weight onto my frame. So I just hired Joe Sullivan. Shout out to Joe Sullivan. And with the help of his magic, if you know what I'm talking about, I think we could get there.
Yeah.
For sure.
You'll be good. Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, thanks Dexafit downtown. If you guys are in the area, I mean, it's nice, easy to park. You guys will love it. Come out here, get your body fat checked, so that way you know where you're at, and then you have a goal to set, and then you can beat that goal.